So I just want to welcome Chris here today. So Chris Childs, or Christine Childs, is a dynamic force in the realms of personal development and business growth. So Chris has 3 decades of entrepreneurial experience. She brings a wealth of hard-earned wisdom into her training after adding master certifications in NLP and timeline therapy into her toolkit in 2024, so just last year. She's taken these and just dynamically added them in to the successful businesses that she already had, plus promoting, new training opportunities out to her clients. So she's demonstrated how NLP principles can create a thriving business. Her success with Kin & Co property illustrates her versatility in applying the techniques across diverse industries, and she's also the founder and CEO of Sage Life Coaching. She truly distinguishes her is her remarkable ability to identify each practitioner's unique strengths and marketing position. She intuitively sees beneath the surface limitations to unlock your business potential. Today, she's going to focus on translating your NLP experience into marketable, profitable practice. That's what we're all here to learn about. And she will share the exact frameworks that have helped countless NLP specialists build sustainable businesses aligned with their values and skills. So she's going to transform your technical excellence into thriving enterprise that attracts the ideal clients. I mean, that's what we all want, right? Who wants that? Yeah? Good. Nice show of hands there. So Chris is just going to get up her presentation for everyone. And welcome, Chris.
Thank you. I just want to change the view on here so I can see all your beautiful faces. There we go. Oh, that's better. Welcome, everybody. And I'm really looking forward to sharing with you today. So I'd really like to welcome all of the NLP practitioners from around the globe. And whether you're just starting your business or you're looking to take it to the next level, this presentation's really designed to give you a powerful, proven strategy on building a thriving NLP coaching or training business, which I think we're all keen on doing. So NLP has transformed our own lives, and we all know the tools work. What's the challenge? The challenge is actually bridging the gap between being an excellent practitioner and being a successful entrepreneur. So this session's here to help you meet that challenge. And from our session, I know you'll walk away with practical methods, deeper confidence in your positioning, a blueprint for building a business that reflects your unique style and gifts. And the truth is, having the skills isn't enough. People actually need to know that you exist, and not just anyone, the right people. So you don't need to serve everyone. You need to attract your people, the clients who will light you up, the value that you offer, and then the ones that are ready to say yes. So the first decision you need to make is, are you actually ready to activate the next step of your business? And when we talk about business, we talk about business identity. A lot of us wait for confidence in ourselves and in our knowledge. Motivation doesn't come before action. You actually get motivated when you take action. Now, if you follow Mel Robbins at all, you may know her domino theory. And you need to be the very first domino to move. And that's taking that first step. You don't need to know everything, just the first step. And that moves the domino. And then you'll get the next step and the next. And motivation, just like the dominoes, will start to come in with power. And that's what makes all of the difference. Now, how do you actually market an NLP, a successful NLP business? Well, marketing isn't about convincing. It's actually about connecting. It's about aligning your message with all of the needs and desires of your ideal clients. So when they hear you speak, they're going to actually think, you're talking to me. So that's when you're going to get one of these, the fastest and most impressive thing. The fastest way to do this is the power of authority. And as NLP practitioners, we actually understand the importance of unconscious influence. Authority is one of the most powerful unconscious persuaders, and it really creates trust and attracts attention. People are actually drawn to those they perceive as credible, knowledgeable, and confident. So it's not what you say, it's the energy behind it. In NLP terms, you're communicating with congruence. Your unconscious mind aligns with your language, and that's what others pick up on. So to implement it, start sharing stories in your own journey. What did NLP help you shift? How did it change your thinking? What did you struggle with? And reflect on past client wins as well. So speak to the emotional journey they went through and what they felt before, during, and after. Record short videos or go live to speak unscripted. Your authenticity will really shine through. So if you've overcome the same challenges your audience faces, say so. That creates immediate trust. So think, I've been there is more powerful than I know best. Pain point marketing means speaking directly to the struggle that the client's facing, using their language, and then presenting NLP as the solution. Here's a few examples you can tailor. So try this general format. If you're insert emotional pain or frustrating experience, then you already know how exhausting it is. I help niche with solution so they can outcome. So let's have a look at this using first time, all of these are the different niche marketing opportunities that we can look at. So now when we actually look at this general format, here it is, so you can see it on the screen. This is where you can now, we'll do a couple of examples of changing the insert here's. So for example, for working mums, overwhelm and guilt is normally their biggest feelings. Ever collapse into bed feeling like you were never fully present for your kids, your job, or yourself? That never enough voice is lying, and it's time to rewire it. And what about burned out over high achievers? You've ticked the boxes, career, success, the home, and yet it still feels hollow. NLP helps you decode what your unconscious mind really wants and reset your inner compass. And then what about introverts who want confidence? Small talk drains you. Speaking up feels scary, but what if confidence isn't something you learn, but something you unlock from within? And what about this one? Coaches who doubt themselves. You've got the certification, the tools, the passion, but something deep inside keeps whispering, who am I to do this? Let's silence that voice for good. Or perhaps, I've got all the qualifications, however, I'm not good enough yet. I need to learn more before I start. Now, did that hit close to home? How many of you are finding excuses just like that to remain stuck and not grow your business? I can recommend a good NLP coach to help you. It's time to write your SMART goals. Look at your keys to achievable outcomes, or simply pick up the phone. There is no point in waiting for motivation because, as I say, action comes first and motivation follows. So be that first domino. As Mel Robbins would say, once you act by leaning forward and taking that first step, that first domino pushes the second and then the third. And you don't need to know all of the steps. In fact, it's better if you don't. Then you're actually open to possibilities. Just know the end goal and keep moving forward. Your Raz your reticular activating system will keep you moving in the right direction towards a highly successful NLP business. Let's face it, none of us got into NLP to sell. But if you want to grow your business, people need to understand the value of what you do. And the secret is in storytelling. Stories speak to the unconscious mind. They bypass resistance, they build rapport, and they make your work real. When someone hears your story or the story of someone you've helped, they don't just learn something, they feel something. Instead of saying NLP helps reframe limiting beliefs, you might share, one of my clients used to freeze before meetings. After one session where we installed a resource anchor, she spoke up confidently and even led the next presentation. That's the power of NLP in action. How different is that when you use a story instead of a statement? One of the absolute best things about being an NLP business is you don't need to be anyone else to succeed, because you are the product. Yes, you, with your energy and your passion and your weird little quirks, your stories, your realness. That's what people are drawn to. And that's what builds trust. That's what makes someone choose you over the dozens of other coaches or trainers out there. Because in this space, people aren't buying sessions. They're not buying packages. They're buying a person, a relationship, a feeling, and a yearn for the result. They want to feel safe and they want to feel inspired. And most of all, they want to know, can this person help me get me to where I want to go? And when they see you showing up as someone who lives and breathes this work, someone who applies NLP in your own life, who shares your wins and your wobble moments, that creates connection. That builds authority without needing to be polished. Or great marketing can absolutely get people interested, but it's your offers that actually turn that interest into action. And this is where a lot of NLP practitioners unintentionally lose momentum. Here's what often happens. You tell people you offer coaching sessions or mindset work, but that's not what people are buying. What they want, what they really want, is change or relief or transformation or a result. A promise that their life will look, feel, or function differently because they worked with you. So let's flip that script. So instead of talking about sessions, start talking about solutions. It's about creating the freedom, impact, and lifestyle that inspired your NLP business in the first place. So implementing these systems will truly unlock specific transformations in your business. It'll create precision targeting messaging based on data, not assumptions, and it'll help you develop strategic pricing by understanding the actual acquisition costs. Perhaps discovering group programs cost less to fill than private coaching. Make data-driven decisions about which certifications to promote and when, spotting seasonal patterns that maximize enrollments, maybe eliminate wasted marketing spend by redirecting resources to proven channels and dramatically improving profitability. And best of all, forecast growth with confidence, because when you know that investing a certain amount of dollars consistently produces a certain amount of results, you can actually plan expansion with precision. And these aren't theoretical beliefs. They're actually real transformations I've achieved in my own businesses. Having that competitive edge. So in NLP coaching and training, this is data-driven approach delivers extraordinary competitive advantage, because there's so few businesses anywhere in the world that actually do testing and measuring on their market spend. It's crazy, but true. Others guess. You'll be operating with certainty and moving decisively as competitors scatter their efforts. Your optimization process creates compound growth, which widens the gap between you and those not measuring results, because lower acquisition costs naturally boost profit margins. allowing you to reinvest or increase income. And data-backed marketing claims impress potential partners, affiliates with concrete projections. So more importantly, you're creating business stability through measurable, repeatable processes. And it isn't about aggressive competition. It's about having the resources and the security to serve clients exceptionally while building the business and lifestyle you desire. So let's look around this group. Every person here, including you, possesses transformative tools that most people will never access. Techniques of NLP, timeline therapy, and hypnotherapy that you've learned aren't just certifications. They're keys that unlock human potential. Yet something holds many of you back from deploying these gifts. Ask yourself honestly, what belief is keeping you small? Perhaps it's that little voice whispering that you're not ready, that you're not expert enough, or that success is for the others. The beautiful irony is that you already possess every tool you need to dismantle these limitations, the same powerful modalities you use to help clients break through their barriers. What parts of yourself need integration before you fully step into your power? Which timeline needs clearing? What anchors need firing? What reframes are waiting to shift your perception from doubt to certainty? The world desperately needs what only you can give and what you can offer. Your unique expression of these modalities is your gift to humanity. The question isn't whether you're capable, it's whether you're willing to apply to yourself the same transformative work you offer others. The time for hesitation has passed. The time for impact is now. So go, change the world, one person at a time.